Have you ever noticed that you're completely calm when you're alone, but the moment you're around people, something inside you quietly changes? You begin thinking before every sentence. You replay your words while you're still speaking. Even when everyone is smiling, your body refuses to relax. At first, you assume you're just introverted. Maybe you tell yourself, you simply enjoy quiet places. But what if that's not the whole story? What if your brain isn't avoiding people? What if it's protecting you? Because for some people, being alone isn't loneliness. It's the only place where their nervous system finally feels safe. And once you understand why your brain created this feeling, you'll never look at solitude the same way again. The feeling you can't explain. Maybe you've experienced it yourself. Someone invites you to dinner. You don't hate them. In fact, you genuinely like them. Yet something inside whispers, maybe next time. You cancel plans at the last minute, not because you're lazy, not because you dislike people, but because staying home feels easier, safer, and strangely, once you're alone, the guilt slowly disappears. Your breathing slows, your shoulders relax, your mind finally becomes quiet. The invisible alarm system. Most people misunderstand this. They assume you're antisocial, cold, emotionally distant. But beneath the surface, your brain learned one simple lesson. Safety comes before everything else. Not happiness, not confidence, not success. Safety. Every experience silently teaches your brain one question. Am I safe here? If the answer feels like yes, your nervous system relaxes. If the answer feels uncertain, your brain quietly prepares for danger. Sometimes, that danger isn't physical. It's rejection, judgment, criticism, embarrassment, being ignored, being misunderstood. And over time, your brain starts predicting discomfort before it even happens. Not because you're weak, because prediction is how the brain protects you. The brain is a weather forecaster. Imagine your brain as a weather forecaster. If it predicts sunshine, you walk outside without thinking. But if it predicts a storm, you stay inside. The interesting part, the forecast doesn't have to be accurate. It only has to feel believable. That's exactly how emotional memory works. When solitude becomes safety, psychologists call this protective adaptation. Your brain isn't broken, it's adapting. If speaking once brought criticism, silence begins to feel safer. If closeness once brought rejection, distance begins to feel safer. Eventually, those survival strategies start feeling like your personality. You tell yourself, I am just an introvert. Maybe that's true, but maybe it's protection wearing the mask of personality. The hidden cost. Here's the problem. The same protection that gives you peace can slowly become your prison. Every time you avoid discomfort, your brain hears one message. Good choice, that danger was real. Even when nothing bad would have happened. Little by little, your world becomes smaller. Not because you wanted it to, because safety became addictive. A question that changes everything. So before you call yourself an introvert, ask yourself something deeper. Do I enjoy being alone? Or do I only feel safe there? Those questions sound identical. Psychologically, they're completely different. One comes from preference. The other comes from protection. The good news, fortunately, your brain isn't made of stone. It's designed to change. This is called neuroplasticity. The same brain that learned safety through isolation can also learn safety through healthy connection. Not overnight, not through force, but through small, safe experiences. One conversation, one coffee, one trusted person. Slowly, your brain rewrites its predictions. Final message. Maybe there was never anything wrong with you. Maybe your brain simply became very good at protecting you. Being alone isn't the problem. The real question is, do you still feel free to choose? Because when solitude is a choice, it becomes peace. But when solitude feels like the only safe place, it becomes fear, wearing the mask of comfort. And perhaps healing doesn't begin when you leave your house. Perhaps it begins the moment you realize your brain was never trying to isolate you. It was simply trying to protect you. And once you understand that, you stop fighting yourself. You start understanding yourself. If this video helped you understand yourself in a new way, subscribe for more psychology videos that reveal the hidden patterns behind everyday human behavior.